Hello everyone, this is Robin and you're watching English Fluency with Robin. So I'm back with the Basics in English Part B. If you haven't watched the Basics in English Part A, I will give you the link of the video at the end of this video and also in the video description you can watch that. Okay, I will be adding the playlist link also. The playlist is named English Grammar, that will be in the video description. Okay, so we will be continuing with Basics in English Part B. Here we will be starting with very basic things. Last class we already discussed with the sentence structure, how you make a proper English sentence using subject, verb and object part, and we will be continuing with that. Okay, here we will start with very basic things. This will be very easy for you. I understand that there may be some of you who may be making mistakes with the basic part as well. I need to cover that also, because I need to keep in mind there are some people who need help with the basics as well. I'll be giving multiple examples. What's the meaning of I? You are pointing at yourself and say I. That is you. That's the subject. I. Okay. I'll give you some examples. I am a student. If you are studying in a school or a college, you can say I am a student. Okay. So that's your position. That is your. You are talking about what you do. I am a student. I. Okay. I am a student. You are just one person. I. Okay. I am tired. Please look at the screen. I am highlighting with the mouse in blue color, light blue color. Please read along with me and make sure if you have any doubts, please ask in the comments. I'll be 100% committed to reply to your comments and help you as well, because I don't treat this just as a YouTube channel. I treat this as my real classroom and you people as my real students. Okay. I am tired. Here I am talking about my situation. Okay. Just like I played football for 2 hours and now I am tired. I am tired. I am talking about yourself, just one person. You are pointing at yourself. You can say, I am tired. I am tired. You are talking about your situation. Okay, your state, tired. You are tired because you played football. I am tired. I like playing football. Here you are talking about one of your likes, something that you like to do. I like playing football. I like playing football. You are talking about something that you like to do. Okay. I am busy. You are talking about your state. When somebody calls you on the phone, and if you are not free, you are busy with your work, you can say, I am busy right now. I am busy right now. I will call you back later. When somebody calls you, you can say, if you are busy, if you cannot answer the call, right? Just you can pick up the phone and say, I am busy. I will call you back later. I am busy. I will call you back later. Here, I am not focusing on any grammar rules here. I am focusing on real life situations. Okay. So, I. It is clear? It is one person, you yourself, I, just one person. Okay. Next comes my. Okay, so it is clear, I hope. My, talking about possession. My, something which is yours. You can say my. You can look at these examples. My house. My house is far away. My house, that is your own house. That is something you possess, not somebody's house. It is my house. You are just one person. My house. My house. Got it? Okay. My house is far away. My house is far away. Read along with me. You can say someone asks you where is your house? You can say my house is far away. It is at a distance. It is not near. Okay. My brother is a businessman. You are talking about your brother. My brother. Possession. My brother. My brother is a businessman. Next one. It is my book. There is a book on the table and you are pointing out to the book and saying to someone, it is my book. Somebody asks you whose book is it? You can say, it is my book. Just one book. It is not more than one. You are pointing at something, just one. It is, you can say, it is my book. It is my book, my possession. So my, I hope it is clear. If you want me to slow down or increase my pace of speech or decrease it, you can give me the suggestions. This is the way I normally speak. Normally I speak a little bit faster, but for classes I usually make it slower. If you want me to make it more slower or something, you can give me the suggestions. I'm open to all the suggestions and feedbacks, be it positive or negative. Mine. This is exactly the same meaning as my. It's actually no difference though. That book is mine, or you can say that is my book, or you can say that book is mine. It's always the same meaning though. Those pens are mine. Those are my pens. Those are my pens. Or you can say those pens are mine. So my and mine means exactly the same. Whichever you are comfortable, you can use it. I prefer using my. Okay. Next one, it is me. Let us look at the meaning here. Don't disturb me. You are doing some work, you are busy. When somebody comes, somebody comes here and someone comes here and tries to talk to you, okay, he didn't know that you are busy and he tries to talk to you, you can say, I'm sorry, don't disturb me right now, I am busy, I will talk to you later. This is a real life situation. Look at the real life situation here. Don't just mug it up, don't just by heart. Don't disturb me. Don't disturb me because I am busy right now, I will talk to you later, don't disturb me. Don't call me again. Don't call me again. You received multiple calls, maybe marketing calls from some company. You get regular calls from them and you are fed up with those marketing calls and you can say, don't call me again. Don't call me again. I don't want to talk to you. Don't call me again. Next one. It is you. It is just one person. You. You are pointing at some. You means it is singular, just like you are pointing at someone and say you. You. Okay, that is one person. You. You are my best friend. You are looking, you are telling someone, you are my best friend. You are my best friend. It's only one person there, you can say, you are my best friend. You are right. Someone said something and you are saying in a reply, you are replying that you are right. What you said, it is right. You are right. You, just one person. We will move to next one. Your, okay, just like my book, my house, it is my house, my possession. Your house, that is someone else's possession, that is your house. You are talking to one person, you are asking a question here. In fact, you are asking a question here. Where is your house? You met someone and you want to ask him, where is your house? Where is your house? That is someone else's house. Okay, it's not your house. No, it is your house. Where is your house? Is this your book? You have a book in your hand and you are asking, is this your book? Is this your book? Is this your book? Okay. That's again possessive one. We means how many people are there? It is not just one, it is two or more than two. We means two or more than two. We are friends. Look at the screen, read along with me. We are friends. Okay. You are talking with your friend. Situation is like that. You are talking with your friend and someone else came there and you are telling them we are friends. We are friends. Okay. We means somebody, again, they should be standing near you. The position should not be very far away. When someone is far away, you cannot say we are friends. No, you can say when someone is near you, either two person, including you, there should be minimum 2 person or more than 2. We are friends standing near you. We are going to the park. Okay, you are on the way to your park. You and your friend are going to the park. On the way, somebody asks you, where are you people going? Then you can say, we are going to the park. We. Not just one, I and my friend, you can say we are going to the park. We don't know him. Someone asks you people that do you know him, and it's not just one person. You are walking with your friend to the park and somebody asks you, do you know him, that person? No, we don't know him. I can say I don't know him, but here I am saying we don't know him because there are 2 persons. If it is just you, you can say I don't know. You can say we don't know him. Next one, our, again possessive. See, my house, it is my house. Your house is just one person. Our house, it is my brother standing with me. Okay, I can say our office is in the city. It is not your brother here, it is your friend in fact. And somebody asks you, where is your office? I don't say my office because my friend is with me. We are both working in the same office. We say our office. Our office is in the city because we use the word our because there are 2 people here. And you 2 people, you and your friend are working in the same office, you can say our. Our parents are working in London because I and my brother are walking to the park, going to the park. When, okay, and somebody asks you, where are your parents? What do they do? I say, our parents are working in London. I didn't say my parents. I say our parents. He is my brother. He is with me right now. You can say our parents. I hope you got me. Please ask in the comments. If you have any doubts, please ask in the comments. I am trying my best to give you multiple real life examples. Next one, us. Okay. Before this, you need to learn. You need to remember what you learned before. Don't disturb me. You are doing some work. Somebody comes to you. You are there, and someone else comes and tries to disturb you. You can say, don't disturb me. That's not us. I'll come to this portion later. Don't disturb me. Here it is not like that. You and your friend are working in the same office. You are working on a computer. Both of you are working on a computer. There are 2 people there, you and your friend. Okay. When someone else walks in and tries to talk to you, and you can say, don't disturb us, not don't disturb me, don't disturb us, you and your friend is there, right? So it is more, two or more than people, you can say don't disturb us. Don't call us again. Again, it is not don't call me, you can say don't call us, it is two or more than two, you can use the word us. Next one is they. They. Okay. So let us compare it with we. We means two or more than two people, and people are standing close to you. The position is near you. If your friend is near you, we can say, and you two people are walking to the park, we can say we are going to the park, because your friend is near you. It is in your range, in your distance, in a very short distance, or very near you. But they means two or more than two people standing at a distance, and you can point out and say they. It is not one person, it is two or more than people, more than two people. Maybe some people are talking over there, we can say they are my friends. Here you can look at this sentence, they are my friends. Somebody asks you, who are those people? They are my friends. It is not just one person, it is two or more than two. They are my friends. They are going to the restaurant. They are going to the restaurant. Where are they going? Somebody asks you, where are they going? They. Two or more than two people are walking to the restaurant. You can say they are going to the restaurant. They. It is not one person, it is two. Maybe even more than two, you can use that. They know me very well. There are two people standing over there, and you are talking to your friend and say they. Those two people you know, two people standing over there, they know me very well. Their. Again, there is a possessive one word here. Their office is in the city. My office means your office, my office. Your office, just one person. My office, just one person. Your office, just one person. Okay. Our office, I and my friend. If it is he is near you, we can say our office. Here it is not like that. Their office is in the city. Two people are standing there talking with each other, and someone came and asked me, where is their office? Where is their office? I say their office is in the city. Their, T-H-E-I-R, T-H-E-R-E, that is not the one. That is a different one. T-H-E-R-E, it's the pronunciation is the same, we pronounce it as their, but here it is T-H-E-I-R, their office, it is more than two. Their father is a doctor. Okay, there is a man and his sister standing over there. I said to someone, their father, not his father or her father, it is their father is a doctor. Them. I know them. Again, two people standing over there, I say I know them. Maybe it can be more than two also. I know them. More than two people, and they are standing at a distance. I told them not to go there. I told them not to go there. Something happened, and I am telling to my friend that I already have told them. I told them not to go there. Okay. Again, next one, he. It is, you have to pointing out to one person standing maybe here. He. That is a boy, that is a man. The gender is a man. Okay. He is my friend. There is one person standing there. I am telling to someone, he is my friend. Just one person. Third person singular subject, he. He is my friend. He likes playing football. I am talking about my friend. I am saying he likes playing football. He is a businessman. If my friend is a businessman, I can tell to my other friends, he is a businessman. He, just one person. He is a businessman. So that is a boy. The gender, it is a man, not a girl. Okay. His. Where is his house? Somebody asks you, where is your house? You tell about your house. Where is his house? Okay. Here there are three people here. My friend is standing at a distance. He is talking over the phone. He is talking on the phone. And another person, one of my other friends came and asked me, where is his house? That's a friend now. Where is his house? Just one. Where is his house? What is his name? What is his name? His name. He is standing there. What is his name? Just one person. Where is his car? His car is parked outside. Him. I know him. There is one person standing there at a distance, and I am telling my friend, see that person you know, I know him. I know him very well. I know him. One person. Just one person. I told him about that. Who told him about that? I am answering the question. I told him about that. I told him. Him. Just one person. Okay. Do you know him? There is one person standing there. I don't know him. So I am asking my friend, do you know him? Do you know that person? That person, just one person. There is one person standing over there, you know. You can see one person standing over there. Do you know him? Do you know him? Okay. Next one, she. Here the gender is a girl or a woman, a lady. She is a nurse. She, there is one girl or a woman standing there. She is a nurse. She likes playing chess. That's talking about her hobby. She likes playing chess. Is she your friend? One lady is standing there and my friend is asking me, is she your friend? There is one lady standing outside. Is she your friend? One person. Is she? The gender is a girl or a lady or a woman. Okay. Her. What is her name? One girl is standing over there and someone comes and asks me, what is her name? What is her name? Do you know her? Do you know her? There is one girl standing outside. You can ask, do you know her? One person. Okay, remember it is one person. I informed her about the meeting. I informed her. Again, one person. This is my pen. I have a pen in my hand. Just one pen in my hand. I can say this is my pen. This is in my range. Is in my very near to my hand. In my hand, that is very near to me. This is my pen. Just one. Is this your book? I am holding a book in my hand and asking my friend, is this your book? Just one book. Is this your book? Is this? Remember, this means just one thing. It is singular. Is this your book? That. Again, I said, this is my book. I can say it is just in my hand. The book is kept at a distance on a table and I am pointing at it and saying to my friend, that is my book. See, that book on that table, you know, that is my book. Again, only one thing, the position is different. This means it is near you, it is in your hand. That means at a distance. The same thing it is, but the position is different, at a distance. Is that your bag? There is a bag on that chair. Is that your bag? The position is there. If the bag is very near to you, he will ask you, is this your bag? It is in his hand. Is this your bag? No. That bag is kept on the chair. He is pointing at the bag and asking you, is that your bag? Just one. So this and that, I hope you understood the difference. It's both are singular, differs with the position only. Okay. And these are my pens. Remember, you need to compare. This is my pen. I have only one pen in my hand. This is my pen. These are my pens. When do you use this? You have more than one. Two pens or more than. Anything which is two or more. Two or more, you can say these. This is my pen, just one pen. These are my pens. You have two pens or more than two in your hand. These. This is a singular. The plural one is these. This, just one pen. This is my pen. These are my pens. It is more than two or more than two. These flowers look beautiful. More than many flowers are there. That's why we can say these flowers. Those are my books. See, you already learned that is my book. Just one book is on the table and you are pointing out to the book and telling your friend that is my book. Remember, you can imagine the situation when there are two books or more than two books. If it is one book, that is my book. You are pointing out at just one book, that is my book. But there are more than one book. There are two books on the table. You can tell your friend, those are my books. That is my book. It is one. Those are my books. There are more than one books. There are more than one book. So those means plural, more than one. Those children are going to school. Not just one child, it is more than one child, it is two or more. We can say those children are going to school. Okay. So these are the portions for today. I hope you found the session very useful, training session very useful. So if you like this training session, please give me a like for this video. It is very inspiring for me. And if you have any doubts or feedback, please ask in the comments. I'll be 100% committed to replying to all the comments. I will try my best to reply to all the comments. Again, I am reminding you, I see this not just like a YouTube channel. This is my real classroom. I see this as a real classroom. And I see you people are my real students. I'll be 100% committed in replying to your comments and clearing your doubts as early as possible. So make sure you ask your doubts and be an active learner, be a passionate learner. Try preparing notes as well. Because in this journey, I'll be taking you right from the basics to advanced English, conversations, words, presentations as well, but we'll be starting with the basics right now. Okay, so basics in English part B is over. Part C will be uploaded very soon. Basics in English part A is already uploaded. The video link is given at the end of this video. You can click there to watch that video, part A. Here in the video description also, I have given that link also. Okay, I have the same link also. Okay, so if you haven't subscribed to this channel, make sure to subscribe to this channel and click on notification bell also, because you will be notified for all the upcoming videos then. So that's all for today. I'll be back in the next training session soon. Bye.